Now, 25 years ago, Rwanda descended into mass murder on a scale that still shocks the world. Rwanda's genocide, sparked by the murder of the president, lasted around 100 days and stopped after rebels fought their way to the capital, led by Paul Kagame, Rwanda's current president. Hundreds of thousands of people were killed, children were made orphans. Now grown up, here's a story of the Rwandan genocide, orphans who have found a bigger family.
Paul Ruhumuriza was born in Rwanda just a few months before genocide consigned his father to an unknown grave and traumatized his mother so badly she still screams and shakes at any mention of that time. The 25-year-old has finished his education and blended into a new family where individuals grieving lost loved ones have rebuilt their lives by caring for each other.
The first time I asked her the story, what happened in the genocide, I remember I was in P5, and she tried to talk something, but again she started to shout, she cried, she became very traumatized because I'm asking such story, and since that time I stopped asking her anything. I spoke to some people who knew her before, who have some stories. I heard that she got some troubles in the genocide, she was beaten, she was raped, and I heard that this is a very strong thing that I can not push ask her. And now, since that time, I have fear to ask her anything about that, so that she can again be in that situation.
Then, in 2014, just as Vincent was about to drop out, his school got in touch with the Agahozo Shalom Youth Village, whose Hebrew Kinyarwanda name translates as the place where tears are dried. The village was set up in 2008 by a South African-born lawyer, Anne Heyman, who had worked in the United States. Heyman and her husband raised more than $12 million to help care for families ripped apart by the genocide, taking their model from Israel's youth villages, which created new families for children whose parents had died in the Holocaust.
Raising children of a country like this, raising the children who don't know or have their parents, and you help them until they call you their mother, then they become adults, makes me so proud. I have more than 10 children that bring joy when they call me their mother. It's a big contribution I give, and I thank this village which gave me this work of raising children who don't have the parents.
More than 95,000 children were orphaned, the United Nations estimates, and around 300,000 children were killed. For some of the survivors, Heyman's village offered healing and purpose. Emerita Mukaru Sagara has fostered dozens of vulnerable children, including Vincent, who needed families. A shy teenager, he arrived in a large, boisterous community where children live 15 to a house. Watched over by a strict but loving foster parent, they are all encouraged to call Mama. It was strange to call another woman Mama, he said. It was even stranger to have a brother, but he liked it. Vincent threw himself into his studies, becoming the school president, learning about Steve Jobs, and forming a deep bond with his foster mother. When he graduated and found a job in the construction industry and a steady paycheck, he asked her what he should do with it. Go home, she said. Build a house for the lonely woman who gave birth to you. Vincent is one of more than 850 children who passed through the village's 26 houses. But although the children of the genocide have grown up, many more come seeking refuge, those orphaned by accidents and diseases. Refugees from Burundi, children at risk of abuse.